Every time on Bootycast, when Yarona FM is mentioned, it's not really planned or I want to trauma bond with former Yarona FM people. No. I double dare Big Caesar to interview T Izzy, now known as DJ Izzy, on his platform. I double dare you. So welcome to part 2 of Molepolole edition of MOSASANKEGI. Molep said I can add a Big Caesar, Ska, one of my favorite rappers in Bots. I spoke to some of the locals as well before Reshuta Naleska, unemployment, GBV, Molepse, and most importantly, the water shortage, the water situation. Check it out. Salili.
Hey, jare kara bufoi.
Aring morai.
Abuisi.
Kana opela o tlanka ka thusonya na kana hope ya gore solelo ya gore go tasia.
Ya ga gona ponta ka thusoya. Tanka ga to ke thentile mo Molepolole.
Tanka jojele wan. Tanka tsi. 25 liters. How bana tempula. Bozor ha go twe mo Molepse. Banna ba bola ba sele bona again net kana bana ba ta botshelo gore motho ya go la letse ka gore dilo le tsona ga diyo motho ya le gore o le libile ba ta go le hira number ke mang
72929975
mo Molepolole gona metsi na ke ne mo Molepolole.
Okay,
ke go le sila go bona re follow andali Molepolole go wela kwa
go distance e kae?
For distance 22
kilometers
from here, 22 kilometers.
Okay.
Namana gana le go itsidiwa nyana ka bontsi.
Okay.
Ke ira steelworks.
Hey.
Go ra ga tshipi.
Hey.
Ka welder.
Hey.
Irang ka designer sengwe ya le so se batlang ke khatha di brand tsa tsiping.
Hey.
Ya nrobola go go ga itswa gona motlakase.
Happy. Gora wana mitsa gona motlakase gona le.
Kwa ke mathata hela. 73 689 733
Hola bafethu ke Vima Mpizi, you're watching MOSASANKEGI Mr. T. Emuna wasasenkega mana Mr. T. Hola.
Okay, so as for your music, now that you've decided to build a stronger relationship with God and take your faith more seriously, do you think it's going to affect your music and your music career in any way?
No, not at all.
Not necessarily to say well, gospel artist, but yeah. What impact will it have on your music?
Okay. My intentions are to bring some of my friends closer to God, Wabon. There's a lot of things that I have overcome because of my relationship with God, Wabon. The way he keeps on cutting, knowing that this is borrowed time, and all of the talents that I have are not really mine. You know what I mean? Multiply. If it's bringing happiness, if it's bringing entertainment, information, educating people, these are the talents that have been, given to me by God. And no employer, no human being can ever take that from me. So I need to holler at the source and stay close to the source. Keep dipping myself. And Ariel Pastor Matthew the other day, you keep dipping yourself in the word, you keep dipping it doesn't stop, it's ongoing. So you don't dip yourself in the drama and all the bullshit. Hey, if you feel like you are getting away from God, dip yourself in his word. And this can be by you getting the Bible app, doing your devotions every morning, just to understand at the beginning of the day that you serve a higher power.
Fact.
Just to remind yourself that, you have no idea how good that can help you throughout the day. Isn't allowed to highlight morning glory. At least the house now would devotion and then what happened what's an almost thing. What high in both ways. In the world, and you're also blazed up. That guy's hard. He's still working on me, guys. He's still working on me.
So, which church do you go to?
I go to Kingdom City. My spiritual father right now, even though I'm older than him, is Matthew's papi. And you know what's up? People were hanging out with him come Wednesday, yeah? Hey, you know, we have coffee with him. I'm trying to get married to my lady, so we are Matthew's in Garo
No, he's a very wise man. I've heard him preach a bunch of times.
Yeah, he's amazing.
I got right. So one of the main tenets of Christianity is forgiveness, forgiving yourself, forgiving others.
Yeah.
Let me put on my Beats from Heaven hat. I believe it's Matthew chapter 6, which says that if you don't forgive others, God won't forgive you. You know that, right?
I heard about that.
It's in Matthew 6. I believe between verse 12, 15, 18. One of them three. Error. I don't
What people don't understand is that I have a relationship with the Yarona FM that's really deep, and I know that's why I probably haven't worked for any other radio station except for Yarona FM, because of how much I love that brand. I love that brand first of all because it gave me an opportunity to pursue broadcasting. Not a lot of people thought I could be a broadcaster. They want to look at you as a rapper, but the fact that I actually have a brain, so I will forever indebted to Owen, to Mr. Jumi Lopang, to Mr. Pesira Dikadi. Who am I leaving out? Mr. Neonwako. Everyone who's on the board at Yarona FM. I don't have a beef with Yarona FM. People just happen to come on my platform and tell their truths about the individuals that were hired in the station. The individuals who I feel have messed up the culture of something, brought you the Vima pieces of this world, the scars of this world, the ATRs of this world. This is where we launched our careers.
So forgive because there are wrongs you've done against others.
I've forgiven niggas. I just haven't forgotten. I'm a Scorpio dog. I'm gonna get my revenge.
Yeah, but revenge means you haven't forgiven.
No.
Biblically speaking,
revenge is gonna happen through the universe. What's karma?
Okay, wait. Now I'm going to be the interviewee for 50 seconds. God says, the Bible says, the Bible, whoever diggeth a pit shall fall in it.
Yes, sir.
And whoever breaketh a hedge, a snake shall bite him.
Yes,
that's
sir.
The book of Ecclesiastes.
Yes, sir.
It says that. In other words, it's not our job to make karma happen, as we call it karma.
Yes, sir.
The Bible calls it seed, time, and harvest. It happens by itself. Mankind, that's what the Bible says. You pray for those who spitefully use you, and you forgive your enemies. It even says you must feed your enemies when the time comes. Why? Because the measures that cause, whether it's called revenge or called judgment, those measures are there.
Yes, sir.
They happen by themselves, and they happen without us.
Yes, sir.
So essentially, God is against revenge. Like, excuse the pun.
Like I'm saying though.
In other words, you are supposed to leave, if they are your enemies, you're supposed to leave them to God. As for you, I got a revenge. No, revenge is not you're in a very serious relationship. And as much as relationships with other people and relationships with your lover are different, at the end of the day, a marriage or a romantic relationship, it involves back and forth of hurt.
Yes, sir.
You're going to hurt each other. You're going to cause hurt. You're going to be hurt. And then you forgive as you move along. That's how it works.
Yes, sir.
No one can get into something thinking this will never happen. So you should be stationed in a place where you understand, this person is human. They're going to bite me and I'm going to bite them. You understand what I'm saying?
I feel you.
You can't say to your partner, I'm going to revenge if you do this. Otherwise, you might as well end the whole thing.
No. My revenge is strategically placed for people that are out here trying to discredit me as a human being, as a man, first of all. What you have to understand is that, okay, maybe we're going back to it. I'm sorry, baby. Like, that day I think going on. If you're going to fire me, this is why shit works. If you're going to fire me, just fire me. Tell me that I don't do a good job. Don't accuse me of domestic violence.
I know they could have without me. I was on my phone. They were trying to hold my soul.
Do you know the repercussions of domestic violence in this country? We all understand what GBV is. In this country.
So wait,
or someone in Lobate Lampona, and then they jump me and I'm with my girl. So because they really believe that I tried to beat a woman to keep a job.
So I get bayan. Is that to say, Gore, every time on Bootycast when Yarona FM is mentioned, it's not really planned, Gore, I want a trauma bond with former Yarona FM people?
No.
It's just
shit, trauma bond.
How choose that guest? Well, what choose that? It's not because you want to trauma bond with them over Yarona FM on the podcast.
Those individuals are not mutually exclusive. Their lives are not parallel with Yarona FM. Yarona FM was something that happened in their lives. Rumo is way bigger than just Yarona FM. You understand what I mean? Bonnie B was on a national platform on Pula Power, but Yarona FM happened. So it's their stories. You can't tell a person how to tell that story, especially if it affected them negatively and it made them become who they are now. We have to talk about it. Like right now, I mean, I was talking to a lot of artists, and a lot of them mention Mampizi. And you know who the biggest defender at the VDF is. V Defense Force. It's me. But people are on that show talking about him. And you know what I do? I pick up the phone and I tell him, yo, someone... No, I can't edit that out. Every time anyone talks about Yarona FM, Owen hits me up. He tells me, Tato, you know this is not true. I may know that, but like, it happened to them.
Even speaking of Bonnie B, quick one. Shout out to Bonnie B for being very honest on that, because he didn't come there and cry. He came and he told you, not that 60%. I was wrong. 60%. He said it, and I big that up because at the end of the day, no one talks about the wrongs that the company has faced from the people.
So he learned something, and a lot of us have learned something. I wouldn't have this podcast if I didn't go through Yarona FM. A lot of us talk about what we go through just to show the end result. Really, when I was there at that moment, it was bad, but now that I've overcome it, I'm out here being able to call anyone I want to talk to come on my pod.
You said anyone, right?
Anyone.
Okay, as we close off this interview, he doesn't have to answer. I don't want him to answer now, right?
Oh, goodness.
Scar's the big homie, and I'm saying this from the bottom of my heart. I want to see this happen. Miss Abby is witness. I double dare Big Caesar to interview T-Izzy, now known as DJ Izzy, on his platform. I double dare you. He's one of the bravest men I know in this country. I know it's a dare. It's a dare.
Okay.
Whether that's ever going to happen or not, it's just a dare from me.
Okay, let me tell you something.
Izzy and Bui Hadi, the two people.
She couldn't look at me in the face the other day.
Yeah.
Dog. I can't. Listen, let me tell you something. When you come at me, dog, I'm literally coming for you.
I got better and bigger and got great. My rap the vibrate, cause the mind great. You can't stop what you didn't make.
What I'm about to say is not a prophecy or a message from God. It's just an idea. Who knows? What if there are some blessings that will follow you that are locked by certain phone calls?
And then
You are Mr. Lagayager?
Yes, sir.
You are related to Big Caesar?
Big time.
Or how are you related?
His mom, she's the big sister to my mom.
Okay.
So blind. Ever since so one point is no, this is
What are some of the positive things so carrying things that you've learned from him, the lesson, the principle of life that you've taken from him?
For the entertainment industry, how does it go? We ran a hella because it was an adidira. Everyone was amazing, but it was an adidira. So he took the buyer and gigging more. We started Ligigi goes sprite one and
uncontainable.
Hey, it's a go sprite, go BBS. okay, we went through difficult times and then really we are here. Finally we are here. So reshapo, I wanna stress, I wanna beef, I cannot be feeling bad. I get baba ngomba kile baba ta bua di khanze di ntsi. This is fun.